So you've got someone who's watching you online, okay? You could be a prophet, you could be a seer, psychic, a medium. There's something you prophesize in someone's life, okay? They've gone and run with that information and they said, this person's doing magic on me. They're threatening me. But all you was doing was telling them the outcome of the situation in their life. But they took it because they don't believe in what you do, you see. So they switched it around like, oh, I don't believe in prophets. Oh, I don't believe in tarot readers. They're threatening me. Hmm? Oh, you've got to investigate them quickly. And that plan of theirs backfired. Because they were casting illusions. And all he was doing was prophesizing what was coming to them. But instead of them like thinking, well, you know, you're trying to help a person out basically on their path. Like, I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't do this. So you prophesy something. And again, as I said, they run with this lie. Said you was doing magic. You were hiding something. You were like, I can get investigated all day long because we don't have nothing to hide over here. Absolutely nothing to hide. But the truth coming out about this couple or this person, could be a Gemini, could be another Libra, could be an Aquarius, okay, whoever. Right, you're very confident leader, independent, self-reliant, okay. Now that, yeah, you may have prophesied, look, I wouldn't do this, or I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't get with this person. It's something you said to this person, okay, where you prophesied something about them having missed opportunities in their life. And they tried to say that you were cloaking your energy, you're a witch, you're this, you're hiding something, you're the one that's doing spell work. Yeah? Oh, you must investigate them. Let me tell you, investigation team, okay? You need to investigate the person that called you up to get the other person investigated, because the one that called you up and lied about the prophet, yeah, is the liar. Just because they don't believe in what someone does, well, if they don't believe in what someone does, then don't watch them. It's as simple as that. But there's something you said about someone's life that has come to head. And now you may have said, don't get with that person, don't do that, you're going to have missed opportunities. And now they're having missed opportunities. Now they're crying. Now they're crying over spilt milk when you already warned them. You weren't threatening them. You weren't trying to be nasty. You've just given them guidance in regards to their path and maybe changing their path. But no, they want to take it like, oh, I don't believe in what you do. I don't believe in that. Okay. Oh, I think they believe in it now. Yeah, they may have said that you were this. All right, okay, whatever. Whatever. I think this couple, these people, they're the ones that need to be investigated if they're not already. Because, okay, I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that. So basically, this person, all right, I believe this person actually is such a manipulator that if they were seen by a doctor, that they even manipulated the doctor, okay? Where they've gone undiagnosed in regards to something because how their brain works. So, right, there's some truth that you spoke about this person in regards to their life, their journey, them receiving karma or some type of judgment, or if they don't stop in the near future, something you said in regards to something happening in the near future for them, okay? It's something you used your intuition on. There's some truth that you spoke, okay? This Queen of Swords, whoever they are, all right, they casted illusions about you, all right? They don't believe in what you do. That's their problem, okay? But there's something that you prophesied or something you said to them or something they heard online, okay? Where they then were rushed to the investigator to then say, you're the devil, you're doing magic, and that he's cloaking your energy. Let me tell you something, people. That's what I use, frankincense, okay, to clean the energy. I don't do no dark magic. Do you understand? Frankincense and myrrh, all right? That's all that is, okay? With the things I put it on. That's the only stuff I use, all right? Just like sage or Palo Santo that cleanse out the energy, or whatever crystals, okay, whatever you do. Oh, I'll show you the crystals I've got as well, all right? Because I walk with my crystals as well, all right? There's my crystals. So tell me, people, what part of that's witchcraft or magic? Tell me, what part of that's magic? Because I'm sure these investigators, they're not stupid. I mean, it's their job to investigate what people say. But shall I tell you why the people rushed to the investigators? Because there was something that these people were obviously doing behind the scenes, okay? Shall I tell you what they wanted to hide? The fact that they're under the influence of drugs, number one. Okay, and then they wanted to hold on to money that's not theirs, or they wanted to have control of the situation concerning you. Okay, they then got with others and celebrated this. All right, because this was someone that, you know, in your family, but they're the ones, whoever this energy is. You're the one that the doctor needs to reassess you. You need to be reassessed. Because you're such a devious, evil manipulator that you even manipulated a doctor or some psychiatrist here, okay? So, the enemies are coming to the surface. Could have been a water sign involved, okay? All right? This could have been someone that you may have known in the past, or someone that was connected to an earth sign that was a family member of yours, and they was all celebrating, okay? You're not celebrating no more though, are you? Okay? You now, Divine Feminine, are getting celebrated because, again, you use your intuition, all right? You prophesied something that was hidden or that would come to light. They wanted to try to bring your tower down, okay? But it didn't happen. They tried to make you look like you were crazy. You're like, all right, okay, all right. We'll see. We'll see when we prophesy, when I prophesize what happens in your life. Let me tell you what's going to happen down the road in the near future concerning you, okay? So, yeah, these energies, they're snakes, okay? And you know what snakes do? They shed their skin to grow another one. So this could have been someone that tried to reach out to you in the past. Could have been a family. You could be a woman, you could have a family or children, okay? This could have been someone in the past that tried to say, oh no, there's nothing divine about you, whatever. Okay, who cares about these people and what they think? All right, they really tried to make you out like you were... Well, basically, the divine's not pouring into them. Let's have it that way. Because if you was doing anything wrong, number one, you still wouldn't be on your destined path, okay? You just wouldn't be in the position that you're in, okay? You spoke some truth. You weren't living in la-la land. Your heads weren't in the clouds. You weren't fantasizing or like, you know, or like, yeah? Or maybe a doctor did come, a psychiatrist just come and see you. And you was diagnosed as not like, you know, away with the fairies, like, or you know, when they're asking you questions, you're looking at them head on, giving them good eye contact. There, you're not thinking about what to say next. Let me tell you something. Doctors, psychiatrists, they're trained. They can tell. They can just tell. They're not stupid. All right? Do you understand? They're not stupid. So you could be someone, and then these are the same. This group, these are the same ones that, while some of you are doing readings or whatever it is you're doing in your life, because you're on your destined path, these are the negative energies that are sending you messages. The same ones that are involved in coming against you, these are the ones. You've got your destiny. You found your destiny. These people underneath you, they're below you, all right? Your vibration's higher, okay? You, Fiona, you need to stop smoking that crack, I'm telling you, okay? You really need to stop smoking that crack. Or whoever these people are, you need to stop smoking these drugs because you're delusional, all right? Again, you know, there was a time when I was by a guy's house, yeah, and he was playing music, a bit house and garage, and the throw over was red. So I don't know, I must have sent her some message, like, it wasn't even a threat, it was like, sort your life out, or something. It wasn't a threat, it was just something I said, I can't remember what it was. But she went and took that, she went to my older sister, I'm just talking about my thing for a second, and then I'm going to go back to the reading. She then got my older sister, the Capricorn, she then contacted me, she was like, Fiona left her phone down. I saw the phone. I picked it up and I read her messages. What? You're lying there. You were a liar there, because this Earth sign ran back to the other Earth sign, which is the older sister, and then the older sister was like, "Oh, you'll bully this and you'll bully that, whatever. You're all in cahoots and you're all caught bang to rights." And I haven't spoke to them since. But she tried to say, because she's so cracked out of her head on drugs, that, was it something about I'm going to roll her up in a rug? I was like, what? Like, what was it she saw? It was like a throw over, or she just creates, like, the drugs are driving you crazy. Like, yeah? You took a leap of faith. You went in a new direction. You started all over again, okay? And look at you. You're happy. You ain't got a care in the world. You're happy. You don't care about these people no more, okay? But they're the same ones that, you know, are still sending you messages, okay? You're someone, you're just seen as, you know, praying, resting, minding your business. Simple as that, okay? These energies are the liars and the thieves, and they try to protect themselves, or they're trying to say that you're the liar and you're the thief and you're trying to get away with something and you're trying to protect yourself. You're like, what do I need to steal? What do I need to lie about? Huh? Okay? I'm not in it smoking crack. I'm not running down the off license, getting myself a bottle of wine. What are you talking about? It could have been, I don't know, a mother, a sister. It could have been a family that's just come against you, because they were just all jealous. They were all jealous. There's a Capricorn in the family. Someone that wanted to be the head of the family. They wanted to be better than you. They wanted to be seen like, oh, I'm the best. Yeah? And the rest of the family are all below me. Yeah? Yeah, you're a reader. You prophesize, okay? But they tried to turn it around and say you're doing magic. Doing tarot cards ain't magic, is it? It's just reading people's future. I mean, magic in a sense of whipping things up in the kitchen and, you know, running to the graveyard and doing graveyard dirt and or death rituals or whatever these people do. And you see, because these energies, now I know what they're about. This is why I've had to mention certain other people that they've been connected with in my family, to let the investigators know exactly what's been going on, who they're connected to. And I don't like really calling out names, but sometimes you have to when it comes to these people lying on you. Yeah? Because you done already told me, Fiona Hazel, that you was kissing up Sherma. So, yeah, the Magician. I mean, look, you got the Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, the Cup, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, the Sword, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the Pentacle, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. That's what cards are about, reading people's energy. As above, so below. You lot are the ones that's below, okay? You were fighting the devil, these energies, okay? And they couldn't stand the fact that you'd got on your destined path. They never expected you to, all right? Because they wanted to have this control. Oh, they wanted you strung out on drugs. Oh, they wanted to be able to carry on lying. Oh, they wanted to be in cahoots with this Capricorn masculine. Because they're all liars. Even your mother may have been involved. There's an older woman there, okay? Because your family are a cult. And some of you, again, you never grew up with these people. You come back, like myself, I come back to London when I was 16, 17. So I missed all those years. And I'm thankful, yeah? But I believe everything I've been through from the age that I come back up until now was for a reason. So I could go back and tell the whole story. And then Angela's like, my sister's like, oh, your brother used to work in his shoe shop. I'm so angry with him getting you on drugs. Look, you all knew what you were doing. You all knew what you were doing. Anyway, so yeah, basically these people lied. They lied to investigators. And then another friend of theirs, which was the other air sign masculine, Brian, said that, some of you were crazy. Yeah, I mean, investigators, you can go and do your checks. But it was all right when you come to my flat drinking with me that day when I moved into the flat. That's why you moved away from these people. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Your eyes started opening like, what am I doing? Surrounding myself with these energies. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, no, I'm moving away. I've got to get away from these people. You know that saying, if you lie down with dogs, you catch fleas. You're having your wish fulfillment. You're happy. Yeah. That's how you're getting seen divine. Yeah. But you're just sick of these people. That's all. You're just sick of them and their lies. Yeah, this is your family. Your family, the whole world knows. Look, the whole world, you're exposing them to the whole world. You don't care because they like to hide things in the dark. And you're like, oh, right, okay. Well, as you like to hide things in the dark and you like to do shady things behind the scenes, how about I go live and let the whole world know about the disgusting, vile family that I was part of? That I am, like, I wish I was, it is what it is. It's a karmic family, okay? Yeah? All this family care about is money, money, money. And you're just done. You're like, I wish you just don't care about them. Yeah? Money. Everything's money. It's just vile, disgusting. All right? And you thank God every day. You're like, Lord, I'm so grateful that I got taken into care. And you now know that everything you've been through, even though sometimes you may say to yourself, well, God, I wish I never come back, wish I never connected with them. All that happened for a reason. So the whole journey you've been on, up until the day that you're a reader, you can expose everything that you've gone through, things that they've done, friends of the group, all of them connected. Lying, getting your children removed from you. And they've got the audacity to think they can reach out again and cast illusions. You're like, stay away from me. You will never, ever, ever. Yep, you're protecting yourself. You're like never. You could never, ever. Yeah, they once tried to get you put in a madhouse. No, Earth sign energy or Capricorn energy. The older sister, the Capricorn, she's never been diagnosed. The one in the family, she's never been diagnosed. But she needs to be diagnosed. I don't care what age she is. Yeah? And the Earth sign, they both need to be. I mean, she's been in and out of mental institutions. And she told me recently she's been diagnosed with schizophrenia. So there you go, people. But schizophrenia stems from drug-induced as well. Because you start hearing voices, don't you? I mean, there's a difference from talking to yourself like, thank you, Lord, or like, now, where did I put my keys? Or, you know, but talking to yourself like, or when this energy recently reached out, they just didn't make no sense. It's like they were just blabbling. And you were like, just weird. It's like they were talking, like this sibling of mine, like when she rang me up, she was talking, and then she jumped to something else. And it was just gibberish. And all the white stuff was coming from her lips and the eyes were like that. Yeah? And she's like, I'm just getting a cab down to the off licence. I said, why don't you get yourself a crate instead of going back and forth to the shop? And then she said, trying to make me have pity on it. Oh, the neighbour upstairs. Oh, this one. All the neighbours there. I'm sure the neighbours know what you're about. Yeah, maybe now she's going to be put somewhere. She's going to be restricted. She's bound now. It's sad, isn't it, really? You know? It's sad because drugs can really mess people up. You know, again, it's something to do with the mother. It's something to do with the mother. It's something to do with childhood wounds that someone just can't get over. And you, divine femme, divine masculine, yeah, you know, you've been through things in your life. And maybe, you know, you was on a dark path for a while and you're like, no, I'm done with this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not letting my past control me. That weren't my fault. I was a child. This shouldn't have happened. Why am I destroying myself because of, you know, the whatless parents that you had that didn't protect you because there was a bunch of alcoholics? Huh? Why should you ruin and destroy your life because they couldn't do their job properly? Yeah, you're no longer emotionally fulfilled, no longer emotionally attached. You walked away from a lot of people. I'll tell you, and you've never been more happier in your life. Emperor. What about the Emperor? King of Pentacles. Aries, King of Pentacles. These people, boy. Yeah, as I said, you know, you've exposed things in regards to your childhood. As I said, you know, it's childhood wounds. But yeah, again, maybe he's on a bad path. But you know what? I think, you know, like myself, before I come back, you know, when I come back from my foster parents, yeah, I was grafting. And all my friends used to say, yeah, Cheryl, I remember you was working, like you've always grafted. I was always out there working. Yeah? Always working. Always working. I always had my little jobs. Until my brother, well, actually, I was with this Muhammad from Latimer Road. Mm. And he said to me, you'll never be nothing in your life. I said, yeah. I think when I was younger, I used to get sniff off him. I can't remember. I think I did. But it really kind of went downhill. That's when I started drinking, is when I moved into that block in Norland's house. And then my mum brought them men to my door. And then I was like, I started getting my memory back, and I was like, up until then, everything was fine. But yeah, you know, it's just this, you're disgusting, this family. I mean, I don't like using the word hate. You usually got to love someone to hate them. And I actually hate these people. I'm sorry, I'm being truthful. I loved them one stage, but I don't know more. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, hate is an understatement for these energies. Like, seriously. Anyway, 5 of Wands. Now let's fight in conflict, arguments, okay? Most people are all out their face. All right, you're healing from the situation. You was the earth angel of the family. They couldn't stand it. They wanted to say that you were the devil and the other one was the earth angel, the same one that's lying, the one that manipulated the doctor, the same one that's under, you know, that's been diagnosed as schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever illnesses they've got. And I'm not judging anyone that's got them illnesses at all, okay? But I mean, you know, it takes a strong person to walk away from all of this. Drugs, alcohol, these so-called backstabbing friends, the no good, disgraceful family. Yeah, you were like, you know what? I'm giving up everything, stopping. It's like you started your whole life over, started from zero, and you were fine doing it. Yeah? Look at you, you pack lightly. He's like, happy. All they wanted to do is cause you loss, put you through grief, betray you. They just love the fact of seeing you crying, restricted, lying to partners of yours, saying that you done things to babies, or you're like, what are you talking about? And then the partner of your child's coming and saying, I heard that you're this, and you're like, what? Six of Swords, you're moving forward to calmer waters. Like, I'm not going to lie, some of you, like, you definitely got Leo in your placement, or there's a Leo also in your family. All right, and you've exposed a brother. Mm? And they're mad because they're getting exposed. You're like, well, it's the truth. Mm? Because it was mum and our brother that passed away that told me this. And social services don't take children from families, confirmation. Social services, and they don't take children from families for no reason, just because you have a little drink. They don't do it. Like, I've shown you my document, neglect, abuse, ill treatment. I'm going to get a photo one day and show you of, like children, when they're put in a cot, it's for babies. I've got a photograph of me with a bruise on my head. I'm about 3 years of age in a cot, all dirty clothes around me. I'll show you the picture. Yeah? Tell you if I'm lying. And then what I will do, I'll get the other picture of my mother with this sister that said that I'm this and I'm that. Because at the time I didn't know that she was on drugs. This is when my son was a baby. And I stay with Nan and stay with your auntie. And when I got the picture, did I develop the picture or someone else take the picture? All you can see is my sister like that. Gouched, yeah? With my son in her arms. And then I went to see my mum once, yeah? This is years ago when my son was small. She was paralytic, drunk, calling the police. I want to fuck out of my house, yeah? She's on drugs, she's this, paralytic drunk. And the police put me in a hotel. I can't stand this family, I'm telling you. I can't stand this family. I didn't realise how deep it was. Then I got my records from social services, and some of the things I read, I was just like... And what I want to know is, why have they... like when there's files and they block out certain things. They obviously must have the original files, but when they give it to you, they want to block out certain bits. No, you should leave everything there. You shouldn't be blocking out certain things. Page of Wands. Someone's child, or something about communication. Well, I did warn myself. I said, stay away from these people, I'm telling you. You know, people that are younger, they can get manipulated by these energies. And I was just like, why don't you talk to Auntie Anne? I said, nah. Nope. You need to stay away from them. Like these people, even behind your back, they've lied to your children. Like this sister of mine, this Fiona Hazel, she was like, I'm going to tell your son this. I was like, well, when she said that was just out there, people. I said, you know what, you're just evil, man. Because you're just evil. You're evil. You're evil. Yeah, this one, she tricked the doctor. All she's learned is to use emotions to manipulate. Going to people, crying more. She's done this or she's done that, just like she's done to the Capricorn sister. Oh, she threatened she's going to roll me up in a rug. Like, you're crazy. They're delusional. Yeah? And when you're delusional, like you're living in you're living in cuckoo lands. Like you're not here. Like you're not here. You're living in you're delusional. You're living in fantasy, cuckoo land. Just your mind somewhere else. You opened the door and let me out when I was a baby. What are you talking about? You weren't even born. And the social services know that it was my brother. It was me that both of us got picked up on East, when my mum lived in East Acton. Was it Old Oak Primary School I went to? Or was that the one in Emlyn Gardens? There was one in East Acton. And we were found on the dual carriageway. And that's when I went to Farming Children's Home. And I'll show you the picture, everyone, when I get them. Yeah? I was about 4 then, 3 or 4. I think the neighbours used to complain about my mother. She's always apparently having... She used to wake us up in the middle of the night, paralytic drunk. She used to wake us up out our beds, write a letter, go down East Acton and get us cigarettes, drag us out of our bed, you know, late hours of the night, to go and walk on the dark streets just to get her a packet of fags. Can you imagine that? Whatless woman. Anyway, you're having a victory, warrior energy, moving forward, and they're facing judgment, okay? They're now stuck for trying to sacrifice you. You're aware, okay? All right? Someone could be looking an easy way out, or they know that they're stuck, all right? All these energies in your family, all they cared about was money. And most people used to go like this, look. So it says my vape. They must be like that in there with their money. God, look at that. Look at that. Oh, by the way, my mum's friend gave me a coin. Actually, talking about that, my mum's friend gave me a coin, and this coin costs a lot of money. He was a Jamaican man. This coin, he gave me a coin, and my sister stole it along with the rest of my stuff. Angela Brayford, I want that coin back, right? Because my mum's friend gave me that, all right? And the coin was like, I don't know, it was just like, it wasn't just like a 10p piece. It was like, it's worth something, and he gave it to me. Yeah? They stole everything. They stole everything. I hate them. I'm not going to lie. I can never sit here and say, I mean, I'm a very loving person, but, you know, again, there's a thin line between love and hate. And these people, you're just disgusting, despicable, you know. You knew of abuse that was going on in the family, trying to turn... It was actually my brother that passed away that I think got me put in care, and I love him for that. I love my brother for that. But I don't know how I would have turned out if I'd grown up with this disgusting family. Tony, I miss my brother. He's the only one out of the whole family that I miss. He's the only one that I've ever shed tears over. The only one in my family that passed away that I've cried over. You know, they took the piss with him as well. Yeah, I suppose he ain't been perfect his life. None of us, I'm not sitting there saying I am, but, you know, he didn't have a good upbringing. Patience. You've had patience, okay? You've had patience. And now you're blocking, you know, you're blocking. You don't want to see these people again, okay? They could never come towards you, ever. 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 I don't know if you're the earth angel of the family. I don't know. Do you see, because you didn't turn out like none of them. You weren't nothing like them. You could have been too loving, just too truthful, or yeah. The Knight of Swords. Look at him rushing to the investigator, casting more illusions to the investigator. Hmm? Because you're speaking the truth. Always rushing and lying. Always lying. Anyway.